All right, guys, so it's a nice little project, kind of easy. It's a little core barrel actually for drilling company, foundation drilling company. This little guy is only 9 inches diameter, and I didn't get to film it, but I used the wraparound. This guy right here, real wide wraparound, helps keep it nice and straight. This works really good on large diameter pipes because, you know, the normal 4-inch, I guess, wraparound, it can get a little too squirrely, and so the wider the wraparound, the better. And this guy, you have to order it on, you know, either online or through your welding supply. And this guy is 7 inches wide, so it stays real square on large diameter pipes also. So anyway, I went ahead and marked it around, and being that there's a lot of dirt, powder, and, you know, miscellaneous junk on here, I brushed it as best I could, and then I actually used WD-40 to darken up the material itself, or darken up the pipe so I can see my silver pencil mark. And I use this guy here. It's Marco. Works really good. Marks on almost anything. Anyway, so now the next step is to, you know, cut around here. This should be okay in here. All this dirt should blow through. Sometimes these things are, you know, really bad, especially pipe casings that you got to put together. Those guys get a lot of concrete in there, and you have to chip that out with a needle scaler. So anyway, just thought I'd show you the steps to replacing the pockets on these things. This one's only gonna, they had 3, I'm gonna put 4. And so I guess just hang tight. I'll be using a new torch I just got. Really nice, I really dig it. So hang tight and you'll see it. All right, bye. Check out this baby. Very nice. All right, so it's sort of straight, not that big a deal. I just clean up the edges a little bit now, and then I've actually got a pattern that I use to put these guys in position. So I'll do a little cleanup, and we'll get back to you guys. All right, so as I mentioned, got this pattern here. Haven't used it in a long time. I forget exactly how I did it. Nope. There you go. Yeah, so it was that way. Okay, so the pattern goes like this. And I cut out this extra little bit here so they can reach in there and knock the tooth out from the backside with a, you know, with a piece of rebar or something. They don't normally carry the ones that catch onto the edges. So that works. So let me lay out a couple of these things and then I'll start cutting them. This one's gonna be fun because of that. I'll probably try and grind some of that off first. Yeah, I gotta get that off because hard surface does not like to cut with a torch. Thought I'd do the hard one first. Trying to cut through that hard surface. Anyway, so now I'll go around the other way and finish the rest. A little more trimming. Oh, dum-dum. So basically like that. I'm gonna trim it up a little bit because I want to be able to angle these guys in and out so that the carbide part touches the rock and clears this surface here so it doesn't wear this out. Small diameter ones are really tough because it's just so hard to get them to clear, because inevitably these are going to rub. You can't really point them out too much because the point is way down here. So it's just got to work with it. But it needs a little more trimming, so I have room to adjust it. Should do it for that one. Now moving on. I guess I'll just cut further outside the line, the marked line. That way I have enough room. Besides, I'm gonna be filling it up with a MIG anyway, so it should be plenty. It should do well, I should say. A little shaky, but it works. So now I'll clean this up a little bit, and I'll stand the core barrel up on its end, so I can look at it from the top view and see which way the teeth are pointing, in or out. All right, so I got this guy on the end, and so you can kind of see where the pockets go. And what I don't like about this carbide, that's obviously the hardest part of the whole tooth itself. But as it's turning, the rock will smear this stuff here. So what I like to do is aim this guy out just a little bit, like that, so the point protrudes. If you imagine a vertical line this way, the point protrudes past the body of this guy right here. Same thing with the inside. A little bit tougher, but we'll have to tack it in place and see where it clears. Now it's weird because I haven't really seen a core barrel this small, because you're really going to have a real small core if it doesn't just crumble. But that's what they wanted it. So that's what I do. Basically just aim these in to where this tip here will protect the side of the pocket. So So hang tight, and I'll tack these guys together. Well, there you have it. Through the magic of editing, it's done. My settings are way off on pulse, but it's hot enough that it ain't coming off. That's good enough for me. Not the best, not the worst. but it will work. So it is D-O-N-E. I should have cleaned it up before I showed it you guys. Either way, it's done. And off to the next little project. Hope this was helpful in some way. And I guess we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.